All right, let's talk about what we do for lubricating cases. So I think, like many others in the reloading world years ago, started off with the lubricating pad, squirting some type of liquid lubricant, and that gets messy and it gets all over the place, and it's not my favorite way of doing things. So I moved over to different types of other lubricants. So I would actually have the piece of brass in my press, and I would use something like Unique, Hornady Unique. A fave of mine is Imperial. This has lasted years. A little goes a long way. But over time, especially when you do something in any type of volume, and I would not call this volume, but buying something like the Dillon Case Lube and spending that money or money on any of these products, looking online, and what I do is I make my own case lube now, and this is a little cloudy because I just shook it up, but normally it's quite clear because it's a mix of 3 parts of 99% isopropyl alcohol to 1 part liquid lanolin. My little recipe reminder, 1 to 4. So when I have this full, this lasts a long time. And what I normally do is take an old container. You can see that this is weathered, and this is my mixing container, and I'll drop maybe 30 pieces of brass in there or so. Couple shots, and it's getting low. And the beauty of this is I'm not wasting any of this. It's going 100% into this container. I've seen people throw a towel down and spray all over the place, and they're getting more on the towel than they are on the brass. So that's essentially a wet tumble, and you can see that it's nice and coated. So I'll set up for full-length resizing and shoot that for a little bit, and we'll be on our way. All right, so we're all set to full-length resize. So I take a bin. The brass I just lubricated. Dump it in the bin. Set that off to the side of the press, and go to town. Because I've taken care of everything else, this is pretty straightforward. The difference in doing it like this, whereas using something like the Imperial wax, what I would normally do is put the piece of brass, lock it in by putting the ram forward or the handle forward and locking down the ram, and then I would rub the wax on the case. And again, that's time consuming. Whereas this, it's very easy to get in a rhythm. You're not bringing the press handle down all the way. You're not bringing the ram down all the way. Each piece of brass has enough of the lubricant on it where I can feel it. You can even see the glisten on my hands. And this goes pretty quick. So I will cut this here and finish doing the rest of this brass. Back in a minute.